Shalom, I'm going to make this real quick, giving all praise to Yahweh, Shem, Al-Shai, Shem, Rakak, Shalom to the 144,000 rest of you elect out there. Shalom to you all. And I'm going to entitle this video, Edomites Have Zero Discernment When It Comes to the Scriptures, or should I say spiritual discernment. So this is this blockhead, Wes Huff, says God was wrong about multiple wives. We're going to have multiple wives in the kingdom, the Israelites. This was put up by PTE Godcast. So I'm just going to play, not even a minute. And I might not even say nothing about it. If a spirit precept come to mind, I might go into it. But these people are not spiritual at all. They read the Bible like you read a textbook. The scriptures, the Bible is a spiritual book.
Is Jacob tricking his father and then is shortly tricked by his own father-in-law, which results in a polygamous marriage which Jacob never wanted to begin with?
Okay.
It doesn't matter whether he wanted it. He's talking about Jacob wanting he worked 7 years, ultimately 21 years, for his substance that Laban, his uncle, was going to give him, and for his 2 daughters, and he got 2 more women out. He had four women. He wanted Rachel, but it got set up where the father used custom, which is unwritten law, that you give away the oldest daughter first. He didn't want Leah. He wanted Rachel. He wound up getting Leah after he laid with her, because remember they had the veil. You didn't know who it was. You go into the marriage tent, chamber, whatever you want to call it. And he woke up. He said, "This wasn't Rachel. This was Leah." Laban, which his uncle, threw the law on him. He said, "I got to get rid of the oldest daughter first." Then he said, "Okay, you got me. I did 7 years for Leah. I didn't want her, but I got her anyway. Did another 7 years for Rachel, and then he did another 7 years for altogether he did 21 years. He got substance, and then the whole thing with the sheep and the goats and the unspotted ones. There's a whole nother story. Ultimately, he didn't want Leah, but he wound up getting Leah, Rachel, Leah and Rachel's 2 handmaids. Which, when you had handmaids in the house, the woman would say, "Here, lay with my handmaid, Papa, and whatever comes out, that's my child." There's a movie came out called The Handmaid's Tale in the 90s. Then they made a remake of the movie. So it wasn't what Jacob wanted, is what the Most High's plans were. That's why, even though Esau was the firstborn, which he couldn't tell you that, if I asked this guy, where are the Edomites today? Oh, the Edomites were done away with. Back in 70, the last of the Edomites were 70 AD. There's no mention of Edom. I said, well, where did they go? They just disappeared. Hey, then you can go, okay, when did Obadiah 1 verse 18 take place? Oh, that took place in 2 Maccabees chapter 5. Oh, really? So where did the Herodians come from? These people don't know. They cannot deal with us, man. Anyway, let me play this again. Showing you that these guys, and we said this yesterday. I said this.
Next instance, I believe.
Sorry, but they can't spiritually discern. They don't have the spirit of discernment. The only ones that can discern between good and evil, what's right and what's wrong, understanding dark parables, dark sentences and parables, are the prophets of the Lord. Not even Israelites, but prophets of the Lord, which happen to be of the elect.
Believe is Jacob tricking his father and then is shortly tricked by his own father-in-law, which results in a polygamous marriage which Jacob never wanted to begin with.
Okay.
The kids of which we see the whole debacle with them.
It's not a debacle, you bonehead. It was set up by the Most High.
trying to murder their brother their brother Joseph.
So now he's inferring.
And what did Joseph say ultimately? And not too many words. I'm not going to go look for it. Somebody can put it in the comment. He said that when he met his brothers, when the brothers came, they were looking for food. He disguised himself. Then he showed himself, and he was happy to see his brothers. And he told them, in not so many words, that the Most High set this up for me to, this whole thing being sold into slavery was to cover us.
That kids who are born from polygyny, they come out wicked. This is so bad. This is bad because one of the kids born from polygamy is Judah, in which Jesus Christ comes from that man.
For our good will result in.
Jesus Christ would have not been born if it wasn't for multiple wives. Wes, come on, my man. Wes Huff says God was wrong on multiple wives. What's going on, y'all? It's Pre-Sakai back at y'all with another one. Giving all praises to the Most High in the name of His Son. We are back, y'all. 100 videos in 1 week. This is part of the 100 videos in 1 week where I'm pre-recording something no YouTuber has ever done before. I am pre-recording 100 videos in 1 week.
And that doesn't make you one of the elect. You can do 1,000 videos. If you're not one of the elect, I don't believe you're one of the elect. I mean, I hope you are, but I don't believe you are until you prove otherwise. You don't deal with all the scriptures. And you run when certain things are thrown at you as far as the scriptures are concerned. So stop it. You just as bad as this guy right here. This buckethead right here.
All praise to the Most High. I don't know if I'll ever do this again, so...
Don't ask. I said don't ask. I said don't ask.
All right, y'all. So Wes Huff says God was wrong and unreasonable.
And I can understand him saying that because he's an Edomite. And he appears to be an Edomite. And he doesn't know what goes. Ask him Babylon in the book of Revelation. Can you tell me something about that? Where is this Babylon, this mystical Babylon in the book of Revelation? And we know the book of Revelation is a book, that whole book is a book of prophecies. It's all about prophecies. So Babylon is something that the prophecy of Babylon or the destruction of Babylon or the whore did not take place before John, during the time of the disciples, before the Messiah. And this was about approximately 100 AD. So it had to happen sometimes between 100 AD and now. So when did it happen? And you're gonna find out it didn't happen. So he doesn't know. He doesn't know. All he knows how to do is regurgitate the crap he learned from whatever theological cemetery he went to for the last I don't know how many years. Anyway, with that, I'm gonna say shalom. I said I wasn't gonna make this long.